Hi everyone, welcome to Moonbeam's Messages. This is a collective reading today that is for Sun, Moon and Risings. If it doesn't resonate with yourself, then please take what resonates with you and leave the rest for someone else. I hope you like your messages today. If you do, please like and subscribe to the channel and you'll get updates every time that I put new content on the channel. Okay, let's get into the reading. Hi, so this is a love reading for Aries. Today is the 9th of May. Whenever this falls into your feed is when it's likely to be most relevant for you. It could be a past situation, it could be a current one, or it could be something coming up for you in the future. It is a general reading, so it is whatever comes out. It could be a past person, a current person, or a new person coming in for you. We will see what energies come out for you. Oh, losing a card already. So Spirit, can we get some cards for Aries' current love situation? Sorry, it's a brand new deck. I say brand new, it has been cleansed and everything else. It's just, I'm not used to shuffling it fully yet. It's massive and I've got tiny hands. Why I decide to use big decks, I don't know. I think it's because some of them are very pretty. This one's currently the Starman Tarot deck. Okay, so can we get some cards for the current situation that may be happening in Aries' love life? Okay, so we have the Seven of Pentacles. That's in your energy. We also have the King of Swords, Five of Wands, the Four of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. And the overall energy is the Strength card. Okay, so that does suggest that somebody is being very brave with something. So whether this is something new that's going on and somebody's feeling like they can basically tame a lion, they're feeling on top of the world. That's the overall energy. Something's going very strong. It could be a current relationship that's going, you know, it's been, yeah, going really strong at the moment. So the Seven of Pentacles then in your energy at the moment. So that is your particular energy. That is suggesting that you're currently reflecting on whether you're planting your seeds in the right place, potentially. You're accomplishing things. You're planting, you're sowing. You see he's digging a hole, planting something, growing roses. So yeah, you're literally reflecting on what you've currently been growing. Now, the King of Swords. Okay, so the King of Swords is your person's energy. Now, swords are Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So you could be dealing with one of those. The Strength card is Libra energy. I'm not convinced on that. I'm pretty sure it's Leo. Yeah, it's Leo. Ignore me. So the King of Swords is your person's energy at the moment. So that suggests that they could be a little bit cold. They are very tactical. They're also decisive, impartial, and they've got a lot of high standards, but they are brilliant at communication. Now, your current situation suggests that you might have been fighting over something, but challenges and conflicts are being resolved. And possibly somebody may have sustained an injury. Let's hope not. But either way, it looks as though, you know, whatever challenges you may have faced, potentially that's why you've got this Strength card coming out. Maybe you've both you've overcome some challenges and you had to be strong to deal with them. Hopefully not physically, but either way, you've come through some challenges, and you know you've now got some healing and cooperation going on. Okay, so whether this is a past person, it could be challenges within yourself that you've overcome. And this Knight of Swords could be somebody new. We also have the Four of Wands in reverse. Now, the Four of Wands is suggesting that there's been a bit of a disruption to things. Somebody's feeling a bit trapped. And passions might be flaring up, so maybe more conflict potentially. Now that is in the challenge position, so it would suggest that maybe whatever conflict somebody might have had might not be completely resolved potentially, or it might reoccur. If it's something within yourself, it could be that you're feeling trapped and that's something you need to overcome. And we do have the Queen of Cups in the reverse in the outcome position. So that's somebody that is there. They need to be, or they feel like they need to be taken care of by other people. They can be a little bit emotionally manipulative. They're a bit cut off, to be completely honest. When she's in the upright, she's normally compassionate, very kind-hearted, open, loving. She's a bit closed off when she's in the reverse. Okay, so it suggests that there isn't gonna, or something's, the outcome to this is that there's not really much passion going on within that love situation. Somebody's going to be closed off, or things are closed off. So whether that's an ending or whether it's just a mental state, it could be either. But we'll get some clarification and on all of this, and see what comes out, because there's bound to be some advice that comes in with a challenge to help overcome anything that might be feeling stuck or dying. Let's have a look. So let's clarify the Seven of Pentacles, please. Now, if this is a relationship that has run its course, you know, it is completely up to yourself on whether you end it or not. If it's something new or something old that's feeling stagnant, you know, or lack of emotions, again, you've got free will to do what you want. Okay, so Seven of Pentacles is clarified by the Four of Wands in reverse, which is your challenge position, the Moon card, and the Chariot in reverse. Okay, so the Four of Wands in reverse, again, it's that what needs to be overcome. So that is in your energy. So that is you that's feeling stuck and conflicted potentially. You've got the Moon card, which is suggesting that there's things that you might not be seeing. Things might be hidden in the darkness that need to come to light. It could also be telling you to use your intuition. Okay. And then you have the Chariot, which suggests that something's happening. It's not a happy home. You want to move, but you're feeling a bit stuck. You don't necessarily know which direction to go in. Yeah, so it looks as though that's why you're sitting and you're working out, am I planting my seeds in the right place? Is this worth it? You know, something's potentially happened that is making you evaluate the relationship that you're in. Quite possibly because the King of Swords doesn't really talk about his emotions. Might be a little bit closed off. It could be that you're moving towards a King of Swords. Maybe you're undecided on whether that is the direction that you want to move to. Again, we'll see if we can get more clarification on that when we come to the challenge. Right, so please clarify the King of Swords for us, Spirit. So that is being clarified by the Three of Pentacles in reverse, the King of Cups in reverse, and the Queen of Swords. Okay, so your Knight of Swords, sorry, King of Swords is not very happy at all. He's feeling very lack of celebrating. He's not a happy bunny. He's feeling down. He's feeling a bit defeated. He's got nothing to celebrate. I say that. No, that's Three of Cups I'm thinking of. The Three of Pentacles, when it's in the upright, it's somebody that wants to work on things. Okay, when he's in reverse, he hasn't really got many skills. He doesn't want to work on stuff. He doesn't want to collaborate. So potentially this King of, maybe something's happened and you want to work on it, but your King of Swords is saying, no, there's nothing I need to work on. The King of Cups in reverse is somebody that's emotionally manipulative, or you may feel that they're emotionally manipulative because you're not getting the emotions from them. And then the Queen of Swords is somebody that is very guarded with their emotions as well, and they only want the truth. So yeah, it does look as though your King of Swords might be somebody that you feel is playing with your emotions because they're guarded and they don't tell you what they're thinking. So it might be very much if they don't feel that there's an issue with them potentially, because they're, you know, that they might feel that they're just guarded, but you might be seeing them as being manipulative. So it's causing some issues within your home and your household, and you're undecided on whether you want to move from this. If it's a new person, it could just be that somebody's cold and closed off because they might have been manipulated by a King of Cups in the past, and they just don't necessarily, they're worried and they might not want to work on something with you potentially. They might see this as being a relationship that they don't want, and you're feeling a bit, oh, now where do I go? Yeah, if it's a past relationship, it could be that you want to work on something. You don't know if you want to work on something. You don't know whether you want to move towards them and make an offer, because you know that some things still need to be seen and discussed, and they're saying, no, I don't want to work on it. Maybe you've done something that's hurt them. Maybe they've done something that's hurt you. Right, let's get some clarification on this Five of Wands in reverse, because there was clearly some conflict that is being recovered from. So what have we got? Okay, we've got two that come out. So we've got the Two of Swords in reverse. So there was a decision that needed to be made, and it is being made. And we've got the Page of Wands. So that is suggesting that there was some sort of new start. What else have we got to clarify that? We also have, okay, the Seven of Swords as well. So that's the lying, cheating, stealing. So somebody was very deceptive, potentially, and that might have been what caused the conflict. So maybe there was some sort of new start that was, somebody tried to start something passionate, but it wasn't quite what it seemed. And it's caused some sort of argument, and then or something's happened because somebody was being deceived. It could be anything, any sort of deception really. Again, lying, cheating, stealing, could be anything. But yeah, and then it's caused some sort of conflict. A decision has been made and that conflict ended. So it looks as though something potentially might have come to the surface, because normally when this is in the upright, it means that somebody's blind and doesn't want to make a decision, but when it's in reverse, it means that decision has been made or is being made. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're seeing the full picture, which is possibly why there needs to be some clarification because of secrets that are being hid, because this does suggest, you know, that the decision's being made, not necessarily having any time or space to make that decision, and they can't see what it is that they're making a decision on fully. So potentially something might have happened in the past where somebody was being deceived. You know, it might be that something happened, you were being deceived, so you started again, and then something's happened potentially again, you found out somebody was lying. Maybe it's somebody that was an ex that's come back, you've started it again after jumping straight back into it, and then found out that they've been lying to you. But you've already made that choice to move on and heal potentially, or cooperate with each other. It could be that it's a new person, you've, I don't know, got drunk on a night out with them, jumped into a relationship, and then realised actually they're married. Yeah, it could be anything like that, any sort of deception. past or present, you know, future person. Maybe it could be that, you know, you might have, your current partner might have convinced you to try something, you've tried, or you've jumped into it without realizing what it was all about, and then you found out about it and it's caused conflict. But you know, some decision's been made, something's been hit, or there is cooperation, and whatever conflict it was, it is currently being worked on. But let's take a look at this Four of Wands in reverse. Spirit, please clarify this Four of Wands that we've got in reverse. Why is this unharmonious card at the challenge? Okay, so we've got the Six of Cups. So somebody is feeling nostalgic about something. So whether that is a past relationship, somebody coming back from the past, it could be a soul connection that you've got, so somebody from a past life potentially. You've also got an Eight of Cups in reverse, which suggests that somebody is potentially thinking that they may have walked away from the wrong thing, maybe. They may have took the wrong direction, and they're contemplating, is this the right thing for me to do? And we also have the Ten of Cups. Okay, so the Ten of Cups is a happy ending, but it is also an ending. So yeah, maybe that's why you're stuck on what direction to go. Maybe you're feeling a bit nostalgic, or maybe you're looking at, do you want to go back to somebody from the past potentially? And you're sitting thinking, is the past person the person that I really want? You know, and that might be the challenge. The challenge is, do you go back to somebody from the past? It might not be somebody from the past. It could also be that these could be past thoughts. It could be that you might be dwelling on past thoughts. But when it's in the upright, the Six of Cups, it's not bad thoughts. So whether you are dwelling on them, it's good, positive things. So whether you want your relationship to go back to how it was previously, potentially, you know, that could be what is causing the issue. And like I say, with that Eight of Cups, it is suggesting that, you know, I mean, this is suggesting that you're moving forward, that you might be turning your back on something. You're moving forward, you're moving into something new. But when it's backwards, it's suggesting that you're happy to settle in this particular situation. You could be abandoning moving forward and you're moving backwards. You know, even if it's to remain somewhere that isn't satisfactory. So maybe it's that you know, somebody from your past is coming back and you're thinking of happy things, but you're stuck where you are. It could be any of that. It could very well be that you've got negative things that you're thinking about, or things you're thinking about from your past that are making you a little bit stuck and a little bit going backwards in a cycle as such, repeating the same things even if you're not happy with it. Now the Ten of Cups is a happy card. You know, success, family, conclusions, joy, fulfillment, serenity, domestic bliss. So it could very well be that you're sitting there remembering things from the past. If this is a current relationship that you've had issues in, you might be thinking of all those good times that you've had in the past, and you might be thinking to yourself, you know, is that going to happen again? And keeping yourself stuck in that negative, unhappy environment. I don't like using narcissism as a particular example, but it's probably a good example for this. So narcissists will breadcrumb people to keep them there. So right at the beginning of the relationship, it's all happy, lovey-dovey. When things start going sideways and you start wanting to leave, you know, because they've stopped paying attention to you, things are not going where you want, they'll give you some more breadcrumbs. They give you that little bit of love and happiness, and you think, oh, it's going to restart, it's going to be really great. but it doesn't, and you stay there. And then it happens again and again and again. Not saying that that's what's happening in your particular situation. It could be something completely different. But it does suggest that old memories of things that are happy are potentially keeping you stuck. And that is what your challenge is. So it might be that you need to potentially change your mindset, and realise that the past is in the past. Take what is in the present as what is real, because there's no guarantees that the past will ever come back. It's usually highly unlikely that the past will ever come back, and if it does come back, it's not going to be back for long. Because if you've been in an unhappy situation, sit and think about how long have you been unhappy. How, out of the relationship that you've been in, how much of that can you say was truly happy? If you're at the start of a brand new relationship and you've only been with them 6 months and 3 months of that was great and 3 months haven't been, that's half 50-50, you know? If it's just that you've had a couple of negative days or you've had 1 or 2 arguments, that's a bit different. But each to their own, you know? It is completely up to you. Whatever you feel is too much sadness is too much sadness. If you feel that you can have a relationship that's 80% sadness and 20% happy, that is completely your choice. A lot of people would tell you that's not a great relationship, but it's completely your choice on what you're willing to put up with. So the Queen of Cups in reverse then. So that lovely manipulative energy is clarified by the Six of Swords in reverse, which is basically non-movement. We also have the Four of Swords, and we also have the World card in reverse. So that would suggest that it's an incomplete cycle, or that the cycle is going to start repeating because somebody doesn't want to let it go. Okay. So the Four of Swords is suggesting that somebody needs some reflection, some stability. They need to withdraw, regenerate. And that's potentially why things are at a stalemate, why things are a bit stuck, because somebody needs to look at themselves and regenerate and heal from something. Okay. And that World card then is suggesting that, again, yeah, there's a delay in achieving the goals. So whether or not, in order to complete this cycle, somebody needs to sit and heal and really have a good think about what's going on in order to complete the cycle. Now, when I say complete a cycle, it doesn't mean end a relationship. It could just mean end a viewpoint, or a way that you look at a situation, or a belief system, for instance. I mean, it could be maybe you thought that you like polygamy, for instance. Maybe you had or wanted a polygamous relationship, or an open relationship, for instance. Maybe that's the sort of thing. Or you were in a situationship which you were comfortable with, but you've realised, or when you sit and do your reflection, you realise actually no, you want to change it to a monogamous relationship. You know, that's again, that's an ending. That's an end to a chapter. It could be that you decide that, you know, you want to give more to a relationship, and where in the past you might have just been a bit selfish and took. Again, that's an end to a chapter. You know, it could be that you want to potentially move your family forward and have a family, expand it. Again, end of a chapter and start of a new one. Okay, so it could be anything that could be that end of a chapter. It is literally just a new phase where you're not going to repeat the same things. So yeah, it could be any of those could be what's going on. So it could very well be that this relationship is coming to an end, because if emotions aren't there, if somebody's emotions are cut off, if they're a bit manipulative, if things are being manipulated, you know, and it's feeling very stuck and somebody needs to go and isolate and heal, it would suggest that potentially the relationship is over. or it could just be that an aspect of a particular person's belief system is over. I'm not saying to go and end your relationships, by all means. You've all got free will on doing what you want. You know, it is completely your choice on what you want to do. But this does suggest, like I say, that there isn't much love there. So potentially, you know, where you're sitting there thinking about the happiness, instead of thinking, why not do something about it? You know, at the end of the day, happiness comes from you. It doesn't come from someone else. So why not do something about it? If it's feeling a bit stagnant and a bit emotionless and a bit, do something, you know, whether it's going on more dates, whether it's, I mean, you can't force somebody else to do something, obviously. They've got free will and, you know, make their own choices, but there's nothing stopping you doing something to make yourself happy. Right, let's get an angel oracle card as love oracle card, or some love oracle cards for you. I have some love oracle cards for Aries, please, Spirit. Pretty sure I just had a daddy long legs on my face. Lovely. Knew I should have closed the door. Pretty sure it's the wrong weather for a daddy long legs too. Right, so we've got, pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Okay. We've also got past life relationship. You've known each other before. So that's possibly why you've got those happy, nostalgic memories. Maybe you're dreaming about it, thinking that things could be better. Maybe you're dreaming of somebody else where you think things could be better, and it's keeping you in a delusional state, potentially. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. And then on the bottom of the deck, we've got wedding. This situation involves marriage, okay? And we've also got heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other, okay? So that does suggest that you need to communicate, and pretend that might help the situation, and bring it out of stagnation for you. Okay, I hope that helped some of you Aries out there. Good luck, and thank you for joining me.